Howdy, folks. Howdy. I'm Black Dragon. Welcome to Black Dragon Biker News Network. Biker news you can trust. Man, I tell you what. I tell you what. This this stuff never ceases to amaze me how it screws up. Um, right as I come on live here, the stupid podcast freezes. Just just froze. Oh my goodness. So bear with me for a moment here as I try to bring it back up. Hourglass. You got to be kidding me here. Okay, so now it wants to work. Let's see if we can start the podcast up. Oh boy. One second here. I'm Black Dragon, by the way. Welcome to Black Dragon Biker News Network, biker news you can trust. And as always, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in from wherever it is in the world that you happen to be. Forgive me. Let me see. Now we should be live. Is it going? Is it working? Yeah, it's working. Man, I can't even tell you how much money I paid for all this stuff. And the thing that really it really pisses me off is that you don't change. I mean, I left everything up from yesterday. I haven't changed, haven't turned anything off. And then right as I go broadcasting, I look up here, and if this ain't working, you ain't broadcasting. So that's the thing right there that says you're broadcasting. So anyway, we're up, we're working, we're running. Sorry about the delay, folks. I'm Black Dragon. Good morning, good morning, good morning. If this is your first time watching the show, don't be thinking that this is how it goes every morning. It's just every other morning. Anyway, it is an interesting time in the United States of America. Hope you guys had a good 4th of July and that sort of thing. We work through the technical difficulties, and that's the problem with going live. If you're gonna go live, you're gonna get that. So if you guys want, I'll go to the Hollywood format over on Insane Throttle. He does his shows at night and plays them in the morning, and then he types to you guys in the comments. I go live and have to deal with the live gremlins and BS. Anyway, looky here, man. I wanted to talk about a couple things this morning. The first thing I want to talk about is a video I got in from overseas. This is either from Russia or the Ukraine, and we'll talk about this. This is kind of crazy. We actually have full patch Hell's Angels fighting and dying on Ukraine battlefield. So that's the first thing. And then the second thing I want to talk about is I want to get into, and this is not necessarily biker, but this is the whole thing up there in that shooting. We're going to talk about that for a few minutes. So let's go to the first story. So one of my sources over in the Ukraine-Russia area sent me this video. Now, of course, I can't verify the video. I don't speak Russian, but this purportedly comes from Russian TV, and it is a video of a full patch Russian, full patch Ukrainian. It's a Ukrainian soldier who died, but he was wearing his full patch Hell's Angels uniform. And I tell you, it just struck a chord in me. And if you look at the cover of this video, I have the T-shirt that he was wearing, and when I read the T-shirt, It just struck a chord. Man, there's so many people in your motorcycle club that bitch and moan and complain, and like we have issues. We don't have issues. We don't have issues like some people have issues. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, if you got to get your butt up and go fight a war, you got issues. Okay. Um, we can't even get guys to show up to uh to rides and things like that. What I'm going to show you here is the t-shirt that this man was wearing. And I want you to take a moment to think about it. I want you to take a moment to think about it. Honor, respect, tradition, and then there's his club's Death Head logo. I want you to take a moment to think about that. To think about, if you know you're facing what could be your last moments on earth. And what do you put on? You put on the full patch of your motorcycle club, and you put on a t-shirt. And you put that on, the t-shirt on under your garbs, and you put your colors on over your battle fatigues. And the last thing the enemy sees you in, when they come and turn you over, your lifeless body, and you can hear them saying it in the video, biker, biker, biker. And they're speaking in Russian, but the word biker I keep hearing as they turn him over and everything. Now, of course, I'm not showing you all of that out of respect uh, for bikers in the motorcycle club nation, but I will show you. So what happened was a convoy of cars or something like that got bombed, or maybe hit an IED or something like that. And then there must have been some kind of battle, and then they walk up on these full patch brothers. So let me first of all see where I am. I don't want to. Yeah, okay. So let me show you this here. So this is Russian TV of some kind of Russian.
На этой темке, да, подорвался, сука?
So you can see the bomb crater there.
Там еще темка одна, смотри.
And everything's still on fire. And you can see the broken pieces of the vehicles that they shot. And then here's a car that's on fire, obviously in the part of the attack.
Разорвало, что ли, блядь? Где лежит? Выкинула нахуй, да? Догорает уже, мразь. Где?
So they're getting on the scene just as everything has happened. They've probably been involved in this battle. Either the cars were blown up or something like that. And in the next steps.
Че, вонючки, блядь, недалеко доехали, сука. Да. Пидоры ебаные. В гости хотели на 4 машинах заехать, хуй отсосали.
You will see them walk out to this field. And when they walk over to this field, I'll stop it here. When they walk over to the field, that's when they happen upon this soldier who is dead and has his full patch on, his full regalia, everything, and the t-shirt he was wearing. Honor, tradition, respect. You know, some people some people mean this. It takes the whole idea of bury me in my colors to like a whole new level. How many people have gone to war in their colors? Some people do this for real. Some people believe in their MC family for real. Some people have brothers who have died in this. So you wonder why, when they pull you off on the side of the highway because you are effing up, you wonder why they get so mad. You wonder why they can be so territorial. You wonder why it's no laughing matter to them. Because some people mean this. This is their life. This is what they do. Think about that. Think about that when you say, well, I want to start my own club up and no one's going to tell me what to do. And think about that. There's a history involved in this lifestyle. There's an etiquette, a protocol. There's a way of life. People believe in these values. The funny thing about when Sonny Barger died, he said those words that man died wearing on his chest. It was interesting that these two people probably don't even know each other, even though they're in the same club. And Sonny Barger's last dying words that he shared with us mirrored what that soldier's T-shirt said, which was his last dying declaration as he laid on the ground. That's what we mean when we say motorcycle club for life. When we say such and such club forever, forever, such and such club. And that's why certain clubs, when they see you wearing that, they want to know, are you really a forever club? This is because you could, if you knew you were going to die, you could have all kinds of things on, right? To represent you. You might have your crucifix on, your rosary. You might, there's a whole bunch of stuff you could wear to have your enemy turn your cold body over, and you're wearing your death head logo and your colors. And you can hear them say biker in there. You can hear them say something, something, something in Russian, and then biker. You could. One thing they knew what the hell he was. They knew who the hell he represented. They knew that. Boy, y'all need to stop playing with this thing. y'all need to stop playing with this thing. So to me, it would be really hard to, I don't know how, boy, if I was in one country and I was a Black Sabbath and I had to go to war against another country and I ran up against a Black Sabbath. I don't even know how I don't know. I don't know how you fight that. I don't know. I can't speak to that. Hopefully that's something that I would never see. Although I have slapped the shit out of one of my brothers for real, and they've slapped the shit out of me. That's happened. But this is I don't know. It just touched me this morning. It touched me. Being a biker and living this lifestyle my whole life, and being part of it, it just really affected me to see that. So, honor and respect and tradition. That's what it's all said right there on that T-shirt. So Lucanius, I can't speak to any of that. Lucanius, Petrinko, I don't know. I can't. That's the politics over there. I have no freaking idea. We don't get that kind of news in America. We don't know. This is the most blinded country in the world. We got CNN here. Daredevil, that is a fine. It is a fine to fight a brother. Ask Big Meech. He paid the biggest one. I think he paid $5,000 or something. Ghost Eagle said to die with your cut on is like dying with your boots on. It is a high honor. I think to many of us it is, man. I think to many of us it is. So, yeah, I can't speak to the politics, Lucanius. I can't, so I can't speak to the politics. I'm ignorant of it, my man. I'm ignorant of it. I don't know what has happened over there. I don't know who's on what. I don't know what side is right. As a biker, however, I can identify with a biker going to war for his country. Because, I was a warrior for the United States of America. I had no damned idea. If they said go, I went. Period. And you got to, only young people do that. Because at this age, the age I am now, I'd be like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm not going to go do that for that. The hell out of here. Joe, you've lost your mind. That's why they don't send old people to war. They send young people who haven't quite developed their full political or whatever ideas. All you know is you got orders to go take that ridge or take out that ship or whatever the case may be. And I was ready. I fired nuclear weapons. I was ready to take out an entire continent if that's what they said do. I don't I didn't have a political affiliation. It didn't matter to me who the president was, whether it was uh, uh, Ronald Reagan or George Bush or Bill Clinton. Those were the ones. When I was in the military, it didn't matter who. Jimmy Carter, it didn't matter. Republican, Democrat, Libertarian, whatever. I was a warrior for my country. I went where the admiral said to go. I did what the admiral said to do. Period. End of story. The 59-year-old me was not the 20-something-year-old me. Lucanius, and I know I'm not saying your name. Petrenko, I think I can say right, but Lucanius, if what you say is true, it's a terrible thing. But hell, like I say, we don't know. We just don't know, man. I don't know. Some people know, I don't. So I try not to take, political sides. The news says one thing, we see I don't know. But I do know that looking at that biker touched an chord in my heart. So that's why I'm speaking on it. In my country, you wouldn't be allowed to put your cut on over your colors, or your cut on over your military uniform. I don't think that's ever happened here. But if you could, I would have. That is something that we don't do here. It would be one hell of a situation were that to happen. Ghost Eagle said we could not question our duty. We had to do it. Face whatever came our way. And that's what we, when you join the American military, you swear, you hold your hand up, and I can't remember, it's so long ago if we put our hands on the Bible. I don't remember that. I do remember that we did swear in. I do remember that. We took an oath. So anyway, you can take a soldier out of the country, but never take the country out of a soldier. Amen. I'm too old and crippled to fight. I enjoy life riding. So I just wanted to talk about that and show that and let you guys know that, for biker news, that bikers are fighting and dying in these wars. And in this case, they died in their full colors. He died. Actually, there were several of them. They died in their full colors. And that, for a biker in a motorcycle club, I believe is the highest honor. Black Dragon looking biblical today with that Danny D'Lo flavor savor. Biblical. Moving on. What the hell is so finally in respect to that guy, may you ride in the heavens. Your duty is over. You did your job. You did your job. Amen. So what the hell is what do they call those things? Let's talk about that that dude that killed up these people. And you have to ask Google, what the hell is a FOID card? What is a FOID card?
According According to Wikipedia, in the U.S. state of Illinois, residents must possess a FOID card, or Firearm Owner's Identification Card, in order to legally possess or purchase firearms or ammunition in the state.
Oh, so what's going on with all these shooters all of a sudden? And every time we get one of these idiots, they want to take our guns away. Kamala Harris was talking about, I don't understand. There's no reason for a person to have a gun, not a gun in particular, but she was really on this whole, you don't need a AR-15. That hurt. She was AR-15 attacking. And I hate the AR-15 hunters. But I thought it was interesting that the thing they want to do here is let's just take all the AR-15s away. And I suppose that's fair, except for the fact that you guys don't seem to like. I don't get it. Like, why can't we just follow the laws we already have before we take the AR-15s away? Does that make sense? Because this kid, I mean, we just passed a whole bunch of new laws, right? We just passed a whole bunch of new laws. We closed the boyfriend loophole law. Yet, this is not a boyfriend that killed anybody. Like, all the stuff we just did, we ain't seen to stop a damn thing. Still had another mass killer. Got to do something right now, anything, something, right now, we got to do something. We got to do anything. Wasn't that what they were saying? Got to do something right now. We got to do something. We got to do anything. We got to take down that gun lobby. Those evil bastards. Got to take down the NRA. So we just passed a sweeping set of laws. 21-year-olds undergo all kinds of more scrutiny. Didn't stop this 18-year-old from legally purchasing a gun. He had a FOID card. So I'd never heard of this shit, this FOID card shit. never heard of it. Like in Georgia, where I'm glad to reside, not even in California did you need a FOID card. So, what state, what kind of communism is this? In the state of Illinois, residents must possess a FOID card or firearm owner's identification card in order to legally possess or purchase a firearm. That's not in the Constitution. We have the right to bear arms and keep a well-regulated militia. I can't remember the exact words, forgive me. But no law shall be imposed to prevent, something like that. No laws shall be imposed. I remember that part. My people know everything, so someone's going to write it down for me. But this damn sure looks like a law imposed to prevent that. And so that's interesting. You got to have this card to legally purchase or possess a firearm or ammunition. Wow. In the state. But that's why Black Dragon is never going to live in Illinois ever again. I was stationed there. I ain't going to that communist place. The applicable law has been in effect since 1968. Holy moly. But has been subject to several subsequent amendments. So it takes us over to the wiki page. And, you know, I don't mind sharing that with you all. Let's, I get off my phone here. Let's see, FOID wiki. Let's see if that works. FOID firearms wiki. Take y'all over there. Is this it? Yeah. Let me share this with y'all. I'm a sharer. I don't mind sharing. If you can even read that on your phone. Background. The FOID card is issued by the Illinois State Police, with the application being submitted either online or via paper application process. Police first perform a check of the applicant of the National Instant Criminal Background NICS, National Instant Criminal Background Check System, NICS, an electronic database maintained by the FBI. So the first thing they do is check you against the NICS. Grounds for disqualification include a conviction for a felony, for an act of domestic violence. So if you slapped your girlfriend one time in your whole life, you're not going to be able to get a gun in Illinois. A conviction for assault or battery within the last 5 years, or being the subject of an order of protection. Boy, that's a lot, man. So I got in a fight 3.5 years ago. I can't have a gun for 5 years. Or my girlfriend took out a protection order against me to be vindictive, even though I didn't really do anything wrong. I can't have a gun ever until that order of protection is over. Holy moly. The police also check an Illinois Department of Human Services database, to disqualify any applicant who has been adjudicated as a mental defective. Man, adjudicated. So if a judge says that you're mentally defective, or who has been a patient of a mental institution within the last 5 years. Wow! Mental health professionals are required to inform the state authorities about patients who display violent, suicidal, or threatening behavior for inclusion in the database. So, wow, if you tell your mental health person who has the legal, who can't say anything, like your priest and stuff, they can't say anything about what you say, but the law requires them to tell. So you can't even go see your counselor. Your counselor is required, while she's taking them notes, man, I wanted to kill all them folks, to report your ass to this database. This is what's going on in Illinois. The police may also check other sources of information, I guess like your next door neighbors or anybody who doesn't like your ass. There are additional requirements for applicants under the age of 21. So before we passed this law against 21-year-olds, there was already one in Illinois. A FOID card legally must be granted within 30 days. By the law, they must grant it within 30 days of the date of application, unless the applicant does not qualify. However, by January 2006, the backlog had increased, where it was taking as long as 50 days. Oh, they're violating their own law. In violation of the law to issue or deny the card, by March 2013, the delay was at least 60 days. By 2020, it had increased to more than 90 days. So it's going to take you more than 90 days to get your FOID card. To hell with the law. We're just going to do it how we do it. Cards issued on or after June 1, 2008 are valid for 10 years. Prior to June 1, they were valid for 5 years. The FOID card will be revoked before its expiration if the individual becomes disqualified for any of the reasons described above. It costs $10 plus the $1 service fee that you're not able to opt out of. It's $11 to get this card. Illinois law requires that when a firearm is sold by the federal firearms licensed dealer, that's everyone you buy a gun from should have their FFL, or at a gun show, there's no gun show loophole here, the seller must perform a dial-up inquiry to the state police to verify the buyer's FOID card is valid. The additional check is known as the Firearm Transfer Inquiry Program, the FTIP. At the time of the inquiry, the police perform an automatic search of several criminal and mental databases. Again, even though you got your card, they perform an automatic search of several criminal or mental health databases, including, one more time, the federal NICS database. Automatically, even though you got your card. Generally, FFLs in all states must request a background check through the NIS system before selling a firearm. However, in some states, non-FFL purchasers who possess certain state-issued firearm permits, example, a permit to carry a concealed handgun, may purchase firearms from FFLs without undergoing a point-of-sale NICS check, which is what happens here in Georgia. As long as you got that concealed carry permit, you can just go and get your gun. Give it to me right now. For private sales, not at a gun show, the seller must also verify the buyer's FOID card with the state police and receive a transfer approval number either via web or with a phone call. So in Illinois, this thing is locked down. You can't get a gun without going through this process. And if you are a certain age, in order to get your FOID card, your parent must also be part of this FOID card process in some way. They must sign off on it or something. So on April 2019, the police were notified about a suicide attempt for this kid. On September 2019, police respond to his family after he threatens to kill his family. On December 2019, his father sponsors his application for a fire owner's card. On June 20, he passes 4 separate background checks to purchase his gun. Ha! That system worked. Somebody says, hello, I'm neither a biker nor an American, but I am enjoying the chat here, just being respectful. Here it is okay to all if I just sit in the background and listen. I'm a Scot living in Scotland, driving on the wrong side of the road. Oh, my goodness, I love your Scotland. I was in Holyloch, Scotland when I was in the Navy. Beautiful, beautiful weather, beautiful place, Holyloch. Where was that? What city was that near? I forget. But welcome aboard, man. Thank you for coming. Appreciate you. Love your country. I need to go back. I just couldn't. It was tough being on the wrong side of the road. I felt like I was on a roller coaster, man. Everybody coming in the wrong direction. Like, how do you know what side of the road to stay on when you go through a... they do that, though. In those countries where you drive on the other side of the road, they actually have a big-ass arrow, like at intersections. They have an arrow for Americans, people like me. Hey, idiot, right here. It's a big-ass red arrow. This is the lane right here. Yeah, don't cross over and drive on the wrong side. This is the lane. Black Dragon, this is the lane. They have that. They do. At least in Ireland, they do. But anyway, this thing didn't work, man. This FOID card system didn't work. Yet they want to we need some new laws, man. Need to get us some new laws. How did this whole thing break down? First of all, I think the whole family needs to go to jail with him. This was so seeable. Like he threatened to kill his entire family. SSW Custom Sewing has seen that arrow. He knows what arrow I'm talking about. George says you wouldn't like the weather today. Oh, wow. Yeah, it is a green country, so it must be raining a whole lot over there. This is crazy. The family, he threatens to kill the whole family. I'm going to kill you all. Man, you can't stay at my house. Hey, look, your ass gets about 20 and you're a man and you just threaten to kill everyone in here. You just got yourself taken off of the, what do you call that? Disinherited? You just got disinherited. Mm-hmm. You got your trust fund rejected. And you're on your own. You're out in the street on your own. Now, then they come in, the police department, they come in and they take all of his weapons. Now, if you remember reading the FOID card with me, the whole FOID card thing, it says that any of these problems, domestic abuse, denies you a FOID card. Domestic abuse of any kind. So just the fact that you threatened to kill your family, that's domestic abuse. You needed to go on the FOID card warning system. Your name needs to be flashing. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. Needs to be flashing on your FOID card. Entry on the green screen. You know, green screens don't even have colors, but there should be a red one for you. Right? So he threatened to kill his family and the police had to come and take all of his weapons. That's domestic abuse. He also had a suicide attempt right here on the FOID card thing. It says, and I'll show you the thing. I don't mind showing you the thing. It says right here, any kind of mental thing, adjudicated a mental problem, and they check to see if you've been involuntary. Oh, but that was the problem. Nobody in his family pressed charges on him. The police came and they took his guns and they kind of kept that quiet. Why did they keep it quiet? I've had my people say on my TikTok channel that his father had run for mayor and his grandfather had been mayor. Maybe some of that privilege that folks have is what kept it quiet, kept it hush hush. So after threatening to kill his whole family, getting all of his knife, he didn't have any guns. He came and got his knife and sword collection. Right? I'm living in a house with a guy that's got 55 knives and 3 swords and shit, and he threatens to kill the family. And yeah, come, please, can you come get these knives and things if you wouldn't mind, officer? I'm a little pissed, man. I wish I could have gotten, I'm sure he had some knife. If you got a knife collection, you've got a nice knife or two, I would think. Jake Stewart says, it ain't guns. We had more guns per capita throughout history. It is this effed up culture that is breeding mutants like this one over the last 30 or 40 years. Why would you call that man a mutant? Let's go look at him. Is there some images of Cremo? I don't know why you would call this dude a mutant. Can we take a look at him? Oh my gosh. This guy here. The whole 4 slashes on his face. What is this? Is this like a death body count or something? I mean, do you see this guy? This guy looks terrible. He looks lost. I think whoever sold this creep a gun needs his ass whooped. All right. To all my gun store owners, okay? I love you all. I do. I appreciate my gun store owners. And I know you're trying to be fair, okay? But it's okay. This is Black Dragon. I am personally giving you permission, okay? Not to sell a gun to anyone, even in a suit, okay? That looks like this. No, hey, I'm telling you, it's okay. It's okay, okay? It's okay. No one's going to be mad at you if you don't sell a gun to anyone who looks like this. Okay? Yeah, looks can be deceiving. And I'm sorry, if you've decided to look like this, then, bro, we can't help you. Or anyone that looks like this either. Oh, where'd he go? You don't have to sell a gun to anyone that looks like this or anyone that looks like this dude either. These are people you don't sell guns to. Okay? Somebody sold a gun to this guy. And his father took him. He's in bond court right now. Someone just said he's in bond court right now. Is someone going to give this kid a bond? And I shouldn't even say kid. I should say thug. Is someone going to give this thug a bond? He's not a kid. He's a thug. He's a murderer. He is an alleged murderer. He is an alleged worst of the worst. He looks like a Charles Manson to me. So then his father takes him to go get one of these, what are they called? FOID cards? Don't you think his father needs his ass whooped? And needs to go to jail right with him, bro. Right with him. Whatever he gets handed down as a sentence, you need to Rastafari say that's not a thug. Well, what the hell would you call him? Oh, that's a white kid. That's not a thug. That's a white kid. He's still a thug. We need to call people what they are. From what I understand, his dad is in law enforcement and his mom is a politician, so his daddy probably got it for him. Man, oh man. And so what do we need? What new law did we need to pass for this mass killer? I just need some help with this one. What new law did we need to pass last month that would have stopped this guy? Oh, we didn't stop him. We didn't stop him. So, man, because every law that we had didn't stop it. Every law we had did not stop it. Just saying, man. Just saying. I'm not willing to give up my ability to protect myself because of a jerk like that. If you're coming to get my gun, Because of him, we're going to have a shootout on the front yard lawn. Dante Riddle says at least he made it to jail without a scratch. They all... Oh, my goodness. That's a whole other set of facts, bro. But you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. I know what you're saying, and you ain't wrong. I was a cop near this town for years. Kid is a freak show, and that town is all rainbow flags and anti-gun pressure. It's all a scam to take guns, says Murder Cop. How do you have a name Murder Cop and then a body laying? Well, at least you keep it in real. He's got a name Murder Cop and then a silhouette of a body chalk line on the ground. I love it. It's got to be a biker. This Murder Cop has to be a biker. So I don't know, man, how he got away with all this. My club brother wants to change the subject to some more biker stuff. He wants to know if I'm going to the Roundup. I normally go every year. If you guys don't know about the Roundup, the National Bikers Roundup, August 2nd through the 7th. This year will be in Louisiana. Oh, hell, that's coming up. The whole Black Sabbath Nation will be there if you guys want to hang out with us. It'll be at the Lamar Dixon Expo Center. Oh, my God, they took the admission up. It's been $20 for 100 years. For 45 years. And now it's 30. These people, give me a break. No, they got dry camping and full RV hookups. They're going to want used to be I don't know what's going on with stuff. The Roundup used to be so biker friendly. You'd take your camping gear and stuff and go hang out. Hang out with all your brothers and stuff. Now they want like $200 or $300 or something just to pull your RV up. It's silly. No four-wheelers, no weapons, no hoverboards, no segways, no drones, no drama. So none of the toys. Probably somebody messed it up. No hoverboards. Interesting. But anyway, you'll still have a lot of fun there. Hosting clubs will be the Nubian Cruisers, United BR, Nubian Cruisers United NOLA. What's that stand for? New Orleans something? I forget what NOLA stands. I think it stands for New Orleans, Louisiana, maybe. I don't know. Stone Cold Knights, Street Predators, the Flight Crew, Block Burners. I didn't know they had a Black Burners down there, and a Wild Bunch down in LA area. Cool. So am I going? I plan to be here August 2nd to the 7th. If you guys have never been to the National Roundup, it is a party with half-naked women's everywhere. It's not lacking in half-naked women's. I mean, if you like that sort of thing. Some of you guys, I don't know about you. Some of you guys, I don't know about some of you guys. I don't know. But for the red-blooded bikers of us, it's going to be all you can look at. Some good, some bad, all the way from very skinny to very fat. I mean PHAT. It's going to be there for you. Daredevil always gets an eyeful when he goes. So, yeah, I plan to be there. It's going to be fun. Let's see. Here is an excerpt from a story I found on him. Bob Cremo is the owner of... Let me see if I can actually... I don't know if I can... I can't get to that link. It won't let me actually touch the link. That's screwed up. Do you guys get to touch the link? Because it won't let me bring it up from here. And that's a big long link. Anyway, what does it say? Bob Cremo is the owner of a Highland Park Bob's Pantry and Deli, the alleged Chicago July 4th parade shooter's father. Bob ran for mayor in Highland Park in 2019. So the family was obviously connected to a point, and they used that privilege so that little Timmy homicidal let's hide the steak knives thing turned pistol, or actually rifle, and he killed up a lot of people, and not one law that we passed would have stopped him from being there, period. Excuse me. The deal is you can possess a FOID card in Illinois, but you have to have a concealed carry in order to do anything with it. If you don't, the ammo has to be in the trunk. So a FOID card doesn't even do you any good. You got to drive with the gun in the glove compartment and the ammo in the trunk. A lot of good. Hold up, man. Before we get into this road rage thing, let me go to my trunk. Crazy. Black Dragon will be rocking his mini Kinney, his man Kinney. What is a man Kinney? That's that Australian stuff. I don't know what the hell is. Speaking of Australians. Oh my God. Did you guys know that this weird ass right here had the nerve to speak? And listen, when you come to America and we let you play sports here, or we let you have a show like Peter, what was his name? Peter Morgan or something. What's that guy? The talk show host guy. What was his name? I forget that guy's name. He was the talk show host from the UK for a few. He had like a couple seasons. Morris Bronson or something. What was his name? Morris Bronson. Peter. What's that guy's name? You guys know his name. And then he started talking about American politics. And his ass was out of here after that. Piers Morgan. Thank you. My guys know everything. Piers Morgan. That dude. That pansy. I actually liked his show. He was supposed to take over after Larry King went off. And yeah, he got to talking about politics and his ass was out of here. Well, anyway, this guy, a pitcher for the White Sox, Liam Hendricks, baffled by American gun laws, he said. This guy, hold on,
I think the access to the weaponry that is being...
Yeah, let this guy here. Hold on, let me get to what he really said.
In Highland Park, your thoughts and...
What do we give a damn about an athlete's thoughts on anything? You're a jock, man. Play ball. That's all we need from you. We just need for you to play ball and shut the hell up. We want to see you dribble the ball up and down the court. That's it. Nothing more. We damn sure don't need your political opinions on what we do in this country. Here we go. Here, let's hear old Liam here.
Shootings in Highland Park, your thoughts and wishes for those people.
Hold on a minute. Hold on.
About whether to play or not because of the shootings in Highland.
Yeah, so here they ask him about the shooting. You guys make a decision whether to play or not. The shoot. So here we go.
Highland Park, your thoughts and wishes for those people.
Yeah, obviously I read about it on the way here, and it's something that you never want to read. But unfortunately, in this day and age, it's becoming all too commonplace. I think the access to the weaponry that is being kind of used in these things is that something needs to change. Something needs to be done. Something needs to happen because there's way too many people losing.
Let's do something, anything. Something's got to change. Something's got to be done right now, right now. How about enforce the FOID card rule that we already have? Let's hear what he has to say. I'm sorry.
In their lives, and it's not only about the people that lose their lives, the families of that. It's the tragic that goes throughout the entire community when people are concerned about leaving the house, concerned about doing the day-to-day things of going to work or any number of these things. I think we really need to reflect on what's going on. I don't think enough is being done. And I think there's two sides, and the two sides need to meet somewhere in the middle and figure this out, because too many people are dying, and it's no excuse to be like, oh, on this side or that side. That's no excuse. At some point, things need to get done, or else, I mean, it's getting to the point where civilization, as you know it, may be ending just due to the fact that there's two drastically different sides. Something needs to change. Something needs to happen. It needs to happen quick.
As somebody who's not from this country, what's your view of the United States gun culture?
It's baffling to me, obviously.
So the question was, from somebody not from this country, what is your view about United States gun control?
From this country, what's your view of the United States gun culture?
Gun culture.
It's baffling to me, obviously.
It's baffling to me.
Coming over, that's what America is known for. The kind of they're known as the superior. Like, there's a lot of things that are good over here, but you look at
yes, we are known as the superior mofos that'll get off in your ass.
The negatives, and it's just the complete kind of where, like, you can go. I can walk into a store as a non-American and buy a handgun in certain states, and that baffles me because it takes longer. I had to take a driving test when I was over here. I won't have to take a test if I want to get a gun. That's
because our founding fathers said you don't, dude. Oh my God. Anyway,
I won't have to take a test if I want to get a gun. That's stupid. Whoever thought that was a great idea is an idiot.
Our founding fathers are idiots? Have you lost your mind?
But other than that, it's something there's a lot that goes on. But obviously, we as an Australian, we dealt with it as a country back in the day when we had a mass shooting, and when that mass shooting happened, the government came in and was like, "Yeah, we can't do this. We're gonna do a buyback program."
The government came in, and you rolled over like little wusses. The government came in and rolled you over.
And so we're going to buy back guns for a fair price and do all this, and all of a sudden, our suicide rates dropped drastically. Hey,
if you want to kill yourself, hey, bro.
Unrelated homicides dropped infinitely, and it's something that has pretty much kept on. Like, you can get access to guns in Australia. You can go through gun clubs. You can go through these things, but there's a lot more stipulations on it, and protection isn't a good enough reason to get a gun.
Did you hear that fool? Did you hear what that fool just said? Protection isn't a good enough reason to get a gun. Let's got to hear that again.
And protection isn't a good enough reason to get a gun.
One more time for the church.
Stipulations on it, and protection isn't a good enough reason to get a gun.
Well, if you don't get your ass out my face, bro. Oh, go back to Australia, please. Please go home, bro. Go home. Did they even win? Did they even win? I don't even like that team now. I just stopped liking that team. And wow, bro. There's no gun crime in Australia. Daredevil says bull. There is my God, the president of the Rebels Motorcycle Club was gunned down in Australia by a sniper in a public place, shot the shit out of him, dead as hell. They buried that guy in a coffin. The coffin was made out of like $100 bills or something. It was crazy. He went away right. But anyway, man, Uh, Aussies have been brainwashed by the left. Look how the cops in Australia treated their people during the pandemic. Oh my God! And they couldn't say anything about it because they didn't have no guns. Locked them away. Was as bad as China, I hear. But you have to wonder how many of the shooters are just looking for suicide by cops. I don't wonder anything about them. About the shooters. We should really march them out in the public square and let them be stoned to death. And I bet you'd have a lot fewer of them. Can you say that? A lot fewer? Agreed, Dave. I have a few friends in Adelaide who have told me stories of what happens over there. So anyway, speaking of Australia, that came up. I remembered that guy, holy moly. Now the Australian government has proven that they can just come and get you and whisk you away to a camp without a problem. So, disembowel them, somebody says. Just disembowel them in public. I hate to be like that, but they just jailed a YouTuber for 6 months for speaking out. Oh, they don't. Wow. I didn't know they did that to people in the Western world. I thought that was one of them places where you had freedom of speech. Maybe not. Okay, my friends, I've enjoyed speaking with you for the last hour. Murder Cop says that town, what's that town called? Forget the name of that town. You guys know. Banned assault weapons years ago. The town lawyer is named Elrod. He's an old man. His old man was a Cook County sheriff under Governor Daley. You guys remember him, paralyzed in a riot. Elrod is a rabid anti-gun guy in many north suburbs of Chicago. Yeah. Well, a lot of good that did them. It didn't stop their mutant child from killing up a bunch of people, did it? Anyway, just checking up the last of I think I got it all. Somebody said guillotine people, those murderers. People in America need to be kinder to each other. That would be a start. Absolutely. Anyway, my friends, I've enjoyed speaking with you. I've enjoyed speaking with you for the last hour. I can't wait until you guys see or get to access to my new audio book. Let me see real quick if my audio book has been approved yet. Oh shit. The ACX Quality Assurance team has reviewed your completed book, The Prospects Bible. We have found issues that must be corrected before we're able to process your book. Below is your problem. The cover art is blurry and lacks clarity, so I gotta redo my cover art. And I'm missing a opening and closing credits file. Re-record the credits according to our requirements so that the title, author, and narrator are credited. Okay. All right. Damn. But that's it, though. I mean, that's not bad. Because you guys, you have no idea what you have to do to get one of these books done. So here's the letter, and they say my cover art is not that, which kind of sucks because it's the same cover art they used for the book. I just ported it over, and then my opening and closing credits are not what they wish to see. But if you guys were to see the ACX submission requirements, this is what you have to know to get it in. So you have to use all mono or stereo files, but here's the real stuff here. No recording longer than 120 minutes, no chapter. You must have room tone at the beginning and at the end. Be free of extraneous sounds. The measure must be between minus 23 dB and minus 18 dB RMS, and have a minus 3 dB peak value, and a minimum of minus 60 dB noise floor. Must be 192 kbps, kilobytes per second, or higher. MP3 with constant bit rate at 44.1 kilohertz. Just getting this stuff done, bro. This was the killer. And, you know, there was a whole lot to do. Each one of these things, you have to understand how all of this stuff is done. This is all the submission requirements. Each file must measure between minus 23 dB and 18 dB RMS. Each section header must have this. Each peak, you must have no more peak files higher than a minus 3 dB. Your floor must be no higher than a minus 60 dB. And I passed all of this BS. Yes! So now I just got to go over and fix the cover art and the opening and closing credits, and my audiobook will be done. And I'm surprised they did it in 2 days. So they said it takes up to 10 days. If I had my cover art done, my book would be available right now. So, man, you hit a lot of requirements. You hit a lot of requirements to get where you are. These two last ones ain't SHIT. Thank you, Lewis. No, it ain't. It ain't SHIT. I'll be able to do that in 20, 30 minutes. So I tell you something, man, that was hard. This stuff here, this was hard for me. This took me a long time. And you know how I learned how to do it? You guys know. YouTube. Okay. How to meet ACX submission requirements. So you just type something like that on, and here are all your YouTube nerds with nothing better to do than to tell you how to do this, how to meet the ACX. But here's the problem: if you're going to do something like this, you have
$1,200.
Whoa. You have to look at when the video was made. Okay. A video that was made, 2020 is a video you probably can still use. 2018, I wouldn't. Okay. So 2020 is probably a video you can use. 2018 would probably not be. And I think I might have actually used this video. So yeah, because this is Audacity. This is the actual program I use, which is a free program. And in this program here, this guy's telling you how to download and install the ACX plugin, which you must have, and then a quick guide on how to meet the requirements. And I must have looked at 25 of these damn videos, and heartache after heartache after heartache. You could type in something. It's really funny because people already know. You already know because it's when you type it in, it's already there. But I can't meet the floor. I can't meet the ceiling. Blah 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 blah. Weeks and weeks and weeks of this before you finally get it. So my very first submission, when I started watching those files go in, and it would run the audio check on those files, and they came back like it took every damn file. I was just I was just like, this was 2 days ago. It was 6 o'clock in the morning. I've been working all night. And I was just like, oh, it took it. It took it. It took it. It took it. I mean, and I was foolish enough to believe that I would actually, I was so arrogant, like to believe there would be like no issues. And I got two. Okay, I'll handle it. I'll do it. So my audiobook will be available soon. Joshua Taft says, small community things will help us. If we focus on our community and we do all that, the country will improve. Maybe. I hope so. Good morning, Black Dragon and fellow biker hoodlums. Good morning to you, man. You're late. Pablo says, later, good people. I used YouTube vids to build my first website. It took 14 hours a day for weeks to get it up and running. So did I, Lewis. I used YouTube to build my first website in 2009, and it took forever to learn WordPress. But I'm there now. Have to go to work on our new cigar lounge in Brunswick, Maryland. Shameless plug. Hey, club brother. We need to find out about your Brunswick, Maryland cigar lounge so we can all come and hang out at it. My holiday was good, Joshua Taft. I appreciate you all. Love you all very much. That's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in and get skinny. Oh, one final thing. Housekeeping. All right. Hit that like, subscribe, and share button, folks. We'd absolutely appreciate it. Black Dragon Biker TV can be found on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and here on YouTube, my home channel. We just went to 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you for that. Order my books, Prospects Bible, Sergeant at Arms Bible, President's Bible, Public Relations Officer's Bible, and Prospects Bible for Women's Motorcycle Club, and my new book, Prospects Bible, which will be on audio in a few days, at Amazon, Kindle, or at blackdragonsgear.com. Join our daily podcast, The Dragon's Lair Motorcycle Chaos, everywhere you get podcasts, The Dragon's Lair, LAIR, Motorcycle Chaos, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spotify, places like that. Please join us on the Discord. The Discord link is in the description below. We would absolutely appreciate it if you guys catch us there. You can get me at Black Dragon at blacksabbathmc.com. That's my email address. There's 2 B's in Sabbath. Black Dragon at blacksabbathmc.com. Yeah! Thanks for tuning in, and get skinny. Club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book. Okay, here. Let's check this out real quick. You know, I've been talking about my hero soap. I wanted to show you guys. Here's my empty bag of my hero soap. I actually use this stuff. I'm going to do a commercial with me in the shower. You guys will like that, won't you? Won't you guys like seeing me in the shower? I'm going to have a model with me, some sort of maybe 2 or 3 models around me. I don't know if you guys remember the commercials that used to have Joe Namath in them. Great balls of comfort with Noxzema. You remember those commercials? You guys old enough for that? Where he had these models around and he's in the shower and he's got this Noxzema cream. Yeah, so I'm going to do me some, you guys want to see me naked, right? So anyway, this Hero Soap Company, I use this stuff. They sent it to me. I used it, and it's awesome stuff. And what I like about it, and I'll just be kind of cool with this, is that it's manly. It smells good. They got all kinds of soaps. They've got lavender and all these kind of manly smells. Peppermint tea tree, peppermint cool, spearmint. The woods. They have body washes now, which is new for them. They didn't have the body washes when they first contacted me, but they got them now. What I like about these folks is that they give a percentage of their sales back to charities that are focused on helping veterans and first responders. So that's, they say, we want to thank you for helping us support our veterans. So if you, and first responders, so if you buy some of this soap, they're going to send, you can get a subscription. That's the other thing. You can get a soap subscription, like you can get a razor blade subscription. And if you buy their soap, a few things happen. One, they send, you get some soap to wash your ass. They get some money, that part of it they're going to give to veterans and first responders. And if you use the discount code Black Dragon, which is what we're hoping you use, they will give a percentage to us as well, which helps keeps the show supported. So good on them, good on you, good on us. And of course, you guys know I love these rings. My sister accused me of having demonic rings. How you gonna accuse me? She told me she was terrified of my rings, and she said each ring was more demonic than the one that I would previously put on. Each one was more terrifying than the previous one. And I don't understand how she could say that about my rings. My rings are cool. You know, you gotta have some cool rings if you're these are my rings, man. So if you like rings, like I like rings, biker rings, you can go here to Gothic Rings, gthic.com. Just like with the soap company, if you use your discount code of Black Dragon, you get you a very cool discount, 20% in this case. I like the Medusa ring, man. They got some very cool rings here. They got Masonic rings, So use these folks. They got pewter and all kind of stuff, silver, actual silver in these rings, and they've got stainless steel rings. Man, their rings are the bomb. I like them. I wear them. So get you some. Get you some, man. Get you some.
If you need clarity and situation involving your motorcycle club, don't fail to use Black Dragon's professional counseling service at clarity.fm/black-dragon. clarity.fm/black-dragon. There you can discuss any problems that you might have concerning your motorcycle club, or issues with politics or inner fighting or anything like that, where you feel like you might need some help and a disinterested third party to lend a helping ear or give you some clarity in how to solve that situation. All things discussed are kept confidential, of course, so do hit me up on my counseling service, clarity.fm/black-dragon.
You are fake news.
Black Dragon Biker News Network. Biker news you can trust.
Biker news you can trust. Biker news you can trust. Biker news you can trust.